Good afternoon. Can everyone please rise for the entrance of the academic procession, and please remain standing until the assembly is convened. Thank you.
Please remain standing for the singing of God Save the King by the UPEI Choral Ensemble and Brass Quartet. But first, we will do the Mi'kmaq greeting. I'm sorry. Just a moment, folks.
Koi, ni nil wisi wis bakta sam bisum bemado, jija ami jui zum bemado. Dan juna gus ramal kege mega bo on wino, jija ami jui zum bemado. Ni wadam dan elip kisin gisko. Hello, my name is Charlie Levi, Grandmother Wolf, who carries medicine, and in ceremony, sacred helper. It's an honor to be here, to be asked to do an opening prayer, and to welcome you in the unceded land of the Mi'kmaq. When I asked in my the group that I do Kaluswa and Minal, unceded land, welcome to the unceded land, it was just Chili da Mi'kmaq, Malalio. Oh, Gisop, Niskamish, Nugamish, Pidu Niskamish, Gishinama Amigo, Guchino Musikis, Migiju Depkunazet, Mirara Naguse. And I walked the man, you got Quawin, Ilabada and Delagudia, Bisquera, Gliscanin and any as I'm getting the media, about on winning. Iganage, Bisqua, Piruidan, Siawata, Ilgino Madimco. Also to my nego Glucan and Desca, which I done look at. I ask Creator to come and join us in this ceremony. Bless each and every one of us. And I ask for blessings for the new president that is being welcomed here today. I'm Sidney Ogama. Hey.
Thank you. The prayer is a lovely one, and I'd like to thank Elder Thurley Levi for doing that for us. And I'd like to thank our drummers. They were excellent also. It's very nice to have the hand drummers here. So our next speaker will be our sister Sue Kidd, chaplain, and she's going to deliver the invocation, and I'd ask you to continue to stay standing for that. Thank you.
Wow. Look at the space. No, I mean it. Look at the space. Look at these people here to celebrate this moment. Just like the trees that are outside, and last night the sky, if you saw that, dancing in colorful splendor, so too does our light dance this day. No leaf stands alone, no tree stands alone, no person stands alone. Our strength is in our union. So let's pause for a moment and remember to absorb all that is good, all that is holy, all that is true. so that with the one who is beyond all names and understandings, we gather where for centuries people have come together in their daily living and in celebration. We join that chorus today as we celebrate not only seasons changing and a long weekend. Today we celebrate the installation of our 7th President and Vice-Chancellor here at the University of Prince Edward Island, and the timing could not be better. We recognize that for 4 months she's been in the position since Dr. Rogers' arrival, and we acknowledge the support of her family and friends as she embarks on this journey with us. Leaves change color so that they can let go, rest a while, and reemerge with new potential, new energy, and new hope. Today marks the next step in our potential, our energy, and our hope. And we know that our world needs hope. Our world needs peace. And so in this academic environment of listening, discussion, and learning, we look at our UPEI campus with an eye to the bigger world from which our students come and to where they will return. May our students, staff, and faculty find here a place of trust, of safety, and of inclusion, built by all of us under the leadership of President Rogers and her team. The Thanksgiving weekend calls us to gratitude for what was and for what is. And may we include this weekend in our litany of gratitude all that will be. As we embrace these next steps with President Rogers, may we be grateful and hope-filled as our UPEI motto announces, Fides Scientiae Beneficium, faith, knowledge, and science, making our campus and our world a better place.
Thank you, Sister Sue. Please be seated. Good afternoon, everyone. Bienvenue. My name is Diane Griffin, and I'm the Chancellor of the University of Prince Edward Island. It's my pleasure to welcome you all to the installation of Dr. Wendy Rogers as the 7th President and Vice-Chancellor of this university. A special welcome to those who have traveled to Prince Edward Island for this occasion, as well as to those who are watching online. It is an honor for me as Chancellor to officiate at these proceedings. We will begin by paying respect to the Mi'kmaq people of Evaquit. We acknowledge that Mi'kma'gmi is the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq, who in 1725 first signed the treaties of peace and friendship with the British Crown on our behalf. Those treaties did not deal with the surrender of lands or resources, but instead recognized Mi'kmaq title and negotiated a path toward an ongoing relationship between nations. We acknowledge the university and the places where we live, study, and work are in Mi'kma'ki. We are all treaty people. Many thanks to Elder Thurley Levy for providing such a powerful Mi'kmaq prayer before our assembly convened today. And also, thank you to the Native Council of PEI hand drummers there, Stevenson Joe, Jamie Augustine, and Alicia Matart, for guiding the academic procession and for singing the Strong Woman song. How fitting for this occasion. At this point, I want to draw your attention to the peace pole on the stage at my left, way over, which is UPEI's contribution to an international movement to promote peace on earth through a visual symbol. I'd also like to welcome first our stage party, and you can hold your applause until the end for the stage party if you don't mind. Her Honor, the Honorable Antoinette Perry, Lieutenant Governor of Prince Edward Island and visitor to the university. The Honorable Dennis King, Premier of Prince Edward Island. Ms. Shannon McDonald, Chair of the Board of Governors. And we also have here today with us Chancellor Emerita, the Honorable Catherine Kalbeck, also an honorary degree recipient, a former senator and former Premier of Prince Edward Island. We have the Honorable Wade McLaughlin, President Emeritus and former Premier of Prince Edward Island. We have former Chancellor and honorary degree recipient, Dr. Don McDougall. We have Dr. Robert Summerby Murray, Chair of the Association of Atlantic Universities and President and Vice-Chancellor of St. Mary's University with us here today. We have Dr. Ian Sutherland, who is the President and Vice-Chancellor of Mount Allison University. We have Dr. Patrice Drake, our Marshal. And today's guest of honor, of course, on this end, Dr. Wendy Rogers. Now you can. We have a number of people I'd like to mention here today, too, that were honorary degree recipients with the university. Former Premier, the Honorable Alex Campbell is here, and former Lieutenant Governor, Dr. Frank Lewis. Also, Dr. Pat Mella, Dr. Kathy Martin, and Dr. Ann Smith. Welcome to all of you. And I also extend a welcome to 3 of our Prince Edward Island senators who are here with us today. Senators Percy Down, the Honorable Jane McAdam, and the Honorable Mary Robinson. We also have the Honorable Jen Redmond, Minister of Workforce, Advanced Learning, and Population, and has taken on a new job as Minister responsible for the status of women. We have the Honorable Mark McLean, Minister of Health and Wellness, and we have members of the Legislative Assembly, Natalie Jameson and Susie Dillon. We have the Deputy Mayor of Charlottetown, Alana Yankov. Welcome also to the UPEI Board of Governors and University Senate. We have the Senior Senate University team, deans, faculty, staff, and students. We have alumni, retired employees, and colleagues representing other post-secondary institutions here today, as well as other organizations. And of course, we have family and friends of our incoming president. And we have members of the broader University of Prince Edward Island community. That should cover everybody in the room. It's quite a list. It's impressive. I now call upon the Chair of the Board of Governors, Shannon McDonald, to present the President-elect. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chancellor Griffin. Before I officially present our new president, I did want to make a few remarks. It was 2 years ago that we started the search for our president. And as you would expect in a university environment, there is a process and a way of doing this. So we assembled a committee, and the committee was representative. We had a wonderful group of people with diverse backgrounds who represented the Senate, the board, the faculty, and the students were there as well. And we started talking, and we started setting some parameters for what we would want in our new president. And there was a lot going on in the university, and we were all really committed to a bright future. And how would we get there? And what kind of person would lead us? And what are the processes we do? And how do we lead and not be led or swayed? And this committee was excellent, and many of you are in the room today. And I thank you for the work that we put in. After lots of debate, as you would expect from diverse backgrounds, we came out really strong on 3 concepts. Accountability to the university community and to the Prince Edward Island community. Due diligence, so we would fact check and fact check and fact check. And inclusion, that this process would really involve an open mind to diversity and inclusion. And we got there. So we added new processes to the process. We even took it up a notch. And one of the highlights was when the candidates came here in this very room, and I was able to have a fireside chat. And this was a new concept because this is in a candidate position, and you can imagine that the candidates are in a vulnerable position at that point. And Wendy very graciously and bravely had a fireside chat with me here in front of the university community as a candidate. And she had gone through a process already with us, an interview and an extra interview on the Reuben Tomlinson report and other things that we added into the process to make sure we were all aligned. And that was wonderful. And I think the other part too to that was after Wendy was chosen and after spending 100 days on the job, I said to her, well, let's talk about those goals, those 14 goals and objectives that you have that are pretty lofty that we signed into that contract. And she upped one again and she said, love to talk to you about that, Shannon, but let's have a fireside chat again. Let's have that conversation in front of the university community. And we did. And that is the tone that Wendy has taken and is continuing to take through this. So I'm very, very pleased with what we went through as a community, how we made our decisions, and how we found Dr. Rogers. And we have been moving fast and furious ever since. So if I can say, sort of as a conclusion to these comments, welcome to our community, welcome to campus. We're delighted to share this journey with you going forward. And we really do have a lot of hope and inspiration from you already in your early days here. So, Dr. Wendy Rogers. So now for the formal part of my comments, I'm going to say a formal good afternoon to our honorable visitor, Premier King, Madam Chancellor, and members of the university community. I have the honor to present to you Wendy Marilyn Rogers, Bachelor of Arts, Master of Arts, Doctor of Philosophy in Kinesiology, and Professor, Researcher, and Administrator, to be installed as the 7th President and Vice-Chancellor of the University of Prince Edward Island.
You have a microphone, and I have a microphone that we're going to, I hope they're live. So I'm now inviting the President-elect to come forward and repeat the oath of office after me. I, Wendy Marilyn Rogers,
I, Wendy Marilyn Rogers,
accept the office of President of the University of Prince Edward Island,
accept the office of the President of the University of Prince Edward Island,
and pledge myself to perform the duties of the President
and pledge myself to perform the duties of the President
as prescribed by law and the statutes of the university.
as prescribed by law and the statutes of the university.
And I promise to defend the rights
And I promise to defend the rights
and to promote the welfare of the university and the members thereof,
and to promote the welfare of the university and the members thereof,
and to uphold and promote the academic integrity of the university
and to uphold and promote the academic integrity of the university
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Great. In the name of the University of Prince Edward Island, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors, I now install you, Wendy Marilyn Rogers, in the office of President, and I invest you with the authority and privileges and charge you with the duties and responsibilities pertaining to that high office. It is now my privilege to invite you to assume your robes of office. Once the chair gets there with them. Push your hair back a little bit on the right side. We got to get away from the microphones. I will now call upon our new president to give her address to the audience.
Okay, thank you. So it's so nice to see everybody here today. Thank you, all distinguished guests, colleagues, families, and friends, and thank you to the UPEI community. We have already been introduced to the large number of dignitaries here today, and I appreciate you all coming to join in this important day for the university. It is a testament to your loyalty and commitment to the University of Prince Edward Island. It's my honor to join you in that loyalty and commitment and to work toward the continued success of the university and of the island. As the world continues to change, we continue to face pervasive challenges with sustainability, climate change, poverty, human and animal welfare. Universities have to recognize their responsibility in this space and to step up to demonstrate their continued relevance and credibility in a world where fake news and intensely promoted dogmas threaten to subvert evidence. Researchers, scholars, students have never been more important. At the same time, universities must examine how they do their own business, and this is influencing their credibility. Those of us, there's a few of us here today, with a mandate to steward these critical institutions have to do so with diligent attention to integrity, transparency, to process, and with a goal of opening access to higher education and dissemination of scholarly and scientific knowledge. UPI is stepping to the front of the field in taking up this challenge. We must robustly support scholars and researchers in the pursuit of all lines of inquiry, enhancing knowledge, understanding, and making good information the most accessible, and who are key to ensuring our students and graduates are prepared to contribute to a more thoughtful, informed, and just society so we can constantly know better and support people in doing better. UPEI holds a particularly important mandate as the provincial university. It's the first line of service to the island and islanders. The university and the province will thrive together in recognizing common challenges and unique challenges of each other and their shared mandate to address those challenges. The relationship of the university with its government partners, with First Nations, community partners, the other Atlantic colleges and universities, is critical in achieving this important influence. Prince Edward Island, of course, is beautiful, a globally sought-after destination. This positions PEI as a model of sustainability, inclusion, local and global impact, supported by its university. This is an exciting time at UPEI. Internal and external circumstances and events have afforded complex opportunities for UPEI to reinvent itself, to reaffirm its leadership role in the community, and to renew its reach and impact. Building on the strong roots of St. Dunstan's University and Prince of Wales College, with its innovative centers, institutes with global impact, including the Canadian Centre for Climate Change and Adaptation, the international collaborations of the Institute of Island Studies, and of course, the L.M. Montgomery Institute, built on the works of an author that raised the profile of PEI and the power of goodwill and persistence that caught and maintained worldwide attention for over 100 years. With a veterinary school and now a medical school, alongside tremendous strengths in all of the traditional disciplines and faculties, talented and creative faculty, students, and staff, along with a robust will to be strong and relevant, UPEI will be an enviable hub of interdisciplinary innovation and perfectly poised to meet these goals of sustainability, climate change, war, poverty, and human and animal welfare, and I should have said to address these challenges. I won't repeat them again. And to do it with the island warmth and positivity. I'm deeply honored and privileged to have been selected to lead all this talent and creativity, goodwill, and opportunity to the realization of everyone's full potential and to the credit of the island and of the country. So much potential is here before us. Leading is not leading unless you bring the people with you. The real leaders here are all of you. The scholars, the scientists, the performers, the students, the staff, the community leaders, and our provincial leaders. My job is to build the conditions where all of this potential can be realized, where all of you can be at your very best, taking UPEI forward, and I invite you all to participate in this journey. This is our university.
Thank you for that wonderful performance. You really got the audience going here today. Our UPEI choral ensemble singers are under the direction of the Department of Music faculty member, who is also here with them today, Sungha Shinbui, and they have provided their musical talents, and it's added so much to this event as it does to so many other events at the university. Also, let us acknowledge the UPEI Brass Quartet. It performed the fanfare earlier, and it will play the recessional music, both pieces written by their professor, Shinbui. And last but not least, let's give our new president a warm round of applause. So we are now at the point in our program where the new president is officially greeted and welcomed by members of the university and the broader community. I would ask the university marshal, Dr. Patrice Drake, to approach the microphone and to take charge of this part of the afternoon.
Madam Chancellor, on behalf of the University of Prince Edward Island, I now invite the Honorable Dennis King, Premier, to bring greetings from the province of Prince Edward Island.
Well, thank you very much. After the band get everyone jazzed up, I guess they need a politician now to throw a little somber onto it all. Well, good afternoon, bonjour, Quay, Your Honor, Antoinette Perry, the Lieutenant Governor. I want to thank Elder Turley Levi for the wonderful prayer. Chancellor Diane Griffin, President and Vice-Chancellor Dr. Wendy Rogers, members of government who are here, Minister Mark McLean, Jen Redmond, Susie Dillon is here. Also want to recognize that Carla Bernard is here, the interim leader of the third party and the leader of the third party in the legislature. Thank you very much for being here, senators who are here. And also I want to recognize the fact that we have 3 former premiers who are here, and not just 3 people who held the position of premier, but 3 people who made just an outstanding contribution to Prince Edward Island and to the University of Prince Edward Island. Beginning, of course, with our longest serving premier, Alex Campbell, who was here, who over 50 years ago had the vision, had the courage to look in the face of those who said it couldn't be done, and brought together the Prince of Wales College, St. Dunstan's University, into this wonderful institution that we celebrate today, which is the University of Prince Edward Island and all it stands for. So Alex, thank you very much for doing that. Of course, Premier Catherine Callbeck, the first woman and only woman to be elected as Premier of Prince Edward Island, who in the face of difficult times made the decisions that had to be made, knew they weren't popular, but kept PEI on the right trajectory, on the right path to allow us to enjoy the success that we've enjoyed since and today. And one of my favorite people to meet every day, Catherine Callbeck. So thank you very much for being here. And the 32nd Premier of Prince Edward Island, who's also the former President and Vice-Chancellor of the university. And I would say that I always give Wade credit for taking UPEI and turning it into the new century and making it grow and prosper the way it has. When Wade assumed the duties he took on at the university, we were languishing toward the bottom in every survey across the country. Wade took it upon himself to take us to the very top and kept us there. And all of the infrastructure and growth that we have seen over these last 15 or 20 years are because of the vision, the dedication, and hard work of Wade McLaughlin. So thank you very much for all of that, Wade, and so much more. Also want to recognize all of the individuals who are on the stage, all of our municipal leaders who are here, and members of the university community and public, and also the president of Holland College is here, Sandy McDonald. I want to thank Sandy for his attendance here. It is a great privilege for me to be here today as we celebrate the important milestone at the University of Prince Edward Island, the installation of Dr. Wendy Rogers as UPEI's 7th President and Vice-Chancellor. This marks the conclusion of, as Shannon has said, a thoughtful and thorough process. And I believe the Board of Governors has made an excellent choice in selecting Dr. Rogers to lead UPEI in this next chapter. She has been an absolute delight and visionary to work with in her early days. Her wealth of experience and dedication to academic excellence, to research and community engagement make her, in my estimation, to be the ideal person to take on this important role. When you sit down for a meeting with Dr. Rogers, she's well prepared for the challenges, and she's very, very aware of the opportunities that are available to all of us and that are facing higher education today. As we know, the landscape of post-secondary education is changing rapidly with emerging technology, global shifts, and evolving student needs. Dr. Rogers' leadership will ensure that UPEI continues not only to adapt to those changes, but to thrive and to lead and to create an environment where students, faculty, and staff can and will excel. Since its founding, UPEI has been a hub of knowledge, innovation, and inclusion. This institution has nurtured the thousands and the talents of thousands of Islanders and students from all across the globe, preparing them to contribute meaningfully to society. It has been a vital partner in advancing the economic, social, and cultural well-being of Prince Edward Island, and it has just been a venerable institution that has allowed us to grow and succeed for many, many years. And as we look to the future, we must continue to honor this legacy while embracing the new opportunities that lie before us. Dr. Rogers takes on this role at an exciting time for UPEI. With her leadership, the university is well prepared and well positioned to build on its existing strengths and to build new opportunities in education and research while continuing to be a supportive environment for students, faculty, and staff. And I have to say her efforts and leadership on taking the UPEI Medical School from concept to practice have been really, really appreciated. And I'm really excited to see what September 2025 brings, not just for the University of Prince Edward Island, but for the province of Prince Edward Island and the citizens that we're here to serve. So on behalf of the government of Prince Edward Island, I want to extend our heartfelt congratulations to Dr. Rogers. I look forward to continuing to work with you, Wendy, as you continue UPEI's tradition of excellence. And we're eager to see the positive impact that your leadership will bring both to the university and to this island province that we both call home now for many, many years to come. So on behalf of all Islanders, I want to say to Dr. Wendy Rogers, congratulations, thank you. Let's get to work, and I'm really, really excited for what comes next. Thank you. Merci. Well, Island.
Madam Chancellor, I will now call upon representatives from the university community to bring forward greetings. First, I invite Brian Thompson, Secretary representing the UPEI Board of Governors.
Your Honor, Premier King, Chancellor Griffin, Board Chair McDonald, honored guests, family and friends, and all members of the UPEI campus community. President Rogers, on behalf of the UPEI Board of Governors, I would like to officially welcome you to your role and congratulate you on today's installation. The board and the university worked very hard to find not the next president, but to find you. Your early days suggest your thoughtful approach, your hardworking attitude, and your openness will invigorate UPEI's path to a very bright future. The board pledges its support to work with you in a collaborative manner so that our students succeed and contribute to the betterment of society, so that our academic colleagues may thrive in their classrooms and in their research, and the support team is proud of where they work. Thank you for joining the team, and welcome.
I now call upon Kim Mears, Vice Chair representing the University Senate.
Good afternoon, everyone. Your Honor, Premier King, Chancellor Griffin, Board of Governors Chair, Shannon McDonald, family and friends, honored guests, and those of us joining online, I'm pleased to echo everyone's warm welcoming messages to our new president and welcome you to our Island University. Dr. Rogers, on behalf of the Senate, I welcome you to our Island University, and we look forward to working with you to enact the academic policies of our institution so that we may continue to teach, to learn, to engage in scholarship and research, and to offer service for the benefit of our island and beyond.
I invite Dr. Barry Linkletter, representing the faculty of the university.
Your Honor, Premier King, Chancellor Griffin, honored guests, family and friends, members of the UPEI academic community. President Rogers, on behalf of the academic staff of the University of Prince Edward Island, including faculty members, librarians, sessional instructors, clinical nursing instructors, and clinical veterinary professionals, we would like to congratulate you on your installation as President and Vice-Chancellor. We look forward to working together to strengthen this university and to serve its mission of exploring new knowledge, applying that knowledge to make a better world, and educating new explorers. President Rogers, we welcome you to UPEI.
I now ask Dr. Jerry Wong, representing the administration and support staff, to come forward.
Good afternoon, everybody, and Your Honor, Premier King, Chancellor Griffin, honored guests and members of the UPEI campus community, President Rogers. On behalf of the contract admin and support employees of UPEI, we would really like to welcome you to join the UPEI campus community. We very much look forward to working together with you in serving this great university community, including a lot of students from many Canadian provinces and PEI, of course, and from around 100 countries around the world. We look forward to working with you to continue the exceptional levels of service provided by our staff, creating solutions to the challenges, embracing and encouraging our core values of diversity, inclusion, and equity, and also reconciliation. On behalf of the staff members, welcome and congratulations, Dr. Rogers.
I invite Mr. George Jiang, President of the UPEI Student Union, to bring greetings on behalf of the student body.
Your Honor, Premier King, Chancellor Griffin, and Board of Governors Chair McDonald, friends and family, and the wider UPI community, greetings. Dr. Wendy Rogers, on behalf of all the university students, I would welcome you to be officially the 7th President and Vice-Chancellor of the University of Prince Edward Island. We thank you for your sincere care for students, for your diligence in every work, and your dedication to make UPEI a better place. Together, we can strive for the excellency of this institution, that the success of students lies at the success of this university. Congratulations again, and we wish you all the best.
I now call upon Dr. Douglas Don, representing retired employees.
Your Honor, Premier King, Chancellor Griffin, distinguished guests, current and past staff and faculty, members of the university community, friends and family, and President Rogers. On behalf of the Association of Retired UPEI Employees, I congratulate you on your installation as President and Vice-Chancellor of the university. Our association provides a forum to support interactions among former colleagues. Retirees are also keenly interested in retaining a connection with the university and its current administration, faculty, staff, and students. We are committed to continuing to support you and the university in areas where we can help contribute to UPEI's success. President Rogers, we wish you all the very best.
I invite Shores Ryers, representing the alumni, to provide greetings.
Your Honor, Premier King, Chancellor Griffin, distinguished guests and fellow graduates, President Rogers, UPEI Alumni Association is pleased to officially welcome you to campus as our newest Panther for Life. On behalf of the almost 30,000 graduates of St. Dunstan's University, Prince of Wales College, and the University of Prince Edward Island, we look forward to working with you to advance the university's legacy and contribute to preparing the next generation of alumni. Congratulations.
Madam Chancellor, I now call upon Dr. Robert Summerby Murray, Chair of the Association of Atlantic Universities and President and Vice Chancellor of St. Mary's University, to present greetings to President Rogers.
Bon après-midi tout le monde. I have the honor to present in this forum before Your Honor, before the Premier, and before the Chancellor and new President and Vice-Chancellor. Greetings first from the Association of Atlantic Universities and second from my own university, St. Mary's University. In order then, the Association of Atlantic Universities, Halifax, Nova Scotia, sends greetings and congratulations to the University of Prince Edward Island on the installation of Dr. Wendy Rogers as the 7th President and Vice-Chancellor on the 11th day of October in the year 2024. And from my own university, St. Mary's, the Board of Governors, the Senate, and the faculty of St. Mary's University to the University of Prince Edward Island, greetings. St. Mary's University, with cordial goodwill, congratulates the University of Prince Edward Island on the installation of Dr. Wendy Rogers as President and Vice-Chancellor of the University of Prince Edward Island, given at Halifax, Nova Scotia, this 11th day of October, 2024. I add my own personal greetings to Dr. Rogers. Congratulations, félicitations.
Madam Chancellor, I now call upon Dr. Ian Sutherland, President and Vice-Chancellor of Mount Allison University, to present greetings to President Rogers.
Your Honor, Premier, Chancellor, on behalf of Mount Allison University of Sackville, New Brunswick, and on behalf of our Chancellor Lynn Lowen and myself as President and Vice Chancellor of Mount Allison, we bring greetings and indeed congratulations to the University of Prince Edward Island and to, of course, Dr. Wendy Rogers on the occasion of your installation as President and Vice Chancellor. And may I personally say that I look forward to working with you at the president's table across the region in our incredibly important roles in these incredibly important institutions for our wonderful society. So congratulations, Dr. Rogers.
Madam Chancellor, there are a number of other universities and organizations who have forwarded greetings and best wishes to our president. They include, in order of the university's seniority, the University of New Brunswick, Dalhousie University, St. Francis Xavier University, Nova Scotia College of Art and Design University, St. Thomas University, Memorial University of Newfoundland and Labrador, Atlantic School of Theology, and Cape Breton University.
Well, it's been a wonderful afternoon, but you know, it wouldn't have been possible without all the hard work to put together a day like this. There are so many staff members and others who work to make this happen, and most of those are behind the scenes. But thank you to all of you. So as we come to the end of this great reception, I want to invite everyone to a reception that will take place after we finish. It's at the top of the stairs in the foyer, in the upper foyer. And also I ask you to remain in your places until Her Honor, followed by the academic procession, departs. So I'll now ask you, stand if you are able, so that we may sing O Canada in the three languages, Mi'kmaq, French, and English. Thanks, folks.
Thank you.